Hello and welcome to your healing and manifestation ritual and meditation for this new moon in Gemini taking place this weekend, June 17th and 18th, depending on your time zone. And I'm so excited to dive into just the powerful clarity and healing that we can access at this time. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. I'm an energy witch, transformational coach, and Reiki master. And as usual, I will be sending you deep Reiki energy healing throughout this ritual and meditation. So make sure that you give me permission to do so, because I can't send it unless you give me that permission. You have free will, and it's up to you to decide if you want to open up to the healing energy that is flowing straight to you right now. If you plan to participate fully in this ritual, then you're going to need a candle, a lighter, your journal, and a pen, and then whatever other spiritual bits and bobs you want to include. I like to have my selenite heart whenever I do ritual, and just selenite in general is really good for absorbing any negative energy that is released and just keeping your space nice and purified. Now, on that note, I will also light a little bit of Palo Santo here and just begin clearing the energy. So just take some deep breaths and arrive where you are right now. And know that if you are someone that likes to make moon water or turd your crystals, the ideal night to do that is Saturday night, but you can do that Friday night or Sunday night. The moon phase lasts 2.5 to 3 days, so you've got plenty of time to get all your witchy business done. And before I get into the astrological implications of this moon phase, here's a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by the Heightened Healing Certification Program, which is a fully online enhanced Reiki certification program that you can work through at your own pace. And while we cover all the Reiki basics, you also learn my signature trifecta healing approach that covers subconscious reprogramming, manifesting, and somatic release, as well as how to tap into and develop your own unique spiritual gifts and psychic abilities. Levels 2 and 3 also include a business masterclass. All levels of Reiki are available either individually or as a bundle, and each level includes modules with videos, PDFs, quizzes, and extra resources. There are also live weekly office hours, and between the office hours, you have one-on-one Voxer coaching with me to support you on your journey to becoming a powerful, ethical, and successful energy healer. This voice and text coaching can and should also be used to receive guidance and support on any area of your life, any blocks that come up, and to create aligned plans for the future. So if your calling is to serve by healing and giving people the tools and techniques to live their best lives, or if you're a coach, a yoga teacher, any other kind of powerful helper, this is the perfect way to get your clients even better results. You can infuse energy healing into absolutely anything. And I teach my students how to blend their own unique expertise, spiritual gifts, and experiences with powerful advanced healing techniques so that they can build impactful and lucrative businesses changing the world. Join Heightened Healing today. All right, I am so excited to talk about this new moon. I love new moons. I love fresh starts. I love new beginnings, and that's what new moons are, right? It's a line in the sand to signify a new cycle is beginning, and we can set our intentions. It's not quite the time to jump into action, but it's the time to meditate and reflect on the direction you want to launch yourself in. And the metaphor I like to use is the archer sort of pulling back the arrow and really deciding where they want to launch their arrow. So already start to maybe journal on, but at least reflect on, this cycle that has just come to an end, and this new phase that's beginning, and the lessons that you're bringing forward, and the little shifts that you want to begin to make, and even just start thinking about the intentions you want to set for this new phase. And this particular new moon in Gemini, right? When we have a new moon, both the sun and the moon are in the same sign, so it really amplifies this energy. And Gemini is like the multi-passionate intellectual who's very social. It's fitting energy for the end of spring. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's like you're coming out of your bubble and you're interested by all the things, and there's this high likelihood of being inspired and having all of these new ideas and wanting to pursue a lot of new projects and go on a bunch of new adventures with your friends and be very social. However, let me just slow you down by saying two things. Number one, new moons are not the time to leap straight into action, right? We're in this phase right now, right at the beginning of this new cycle, of this new phase. So it's about meditating, reflecting, journaling, looking back on the past phase and seeing, what were the lessons? What were the things that you enjoyed doing? What were the things that you were really good at? And what are the things that you can improve and make slight changes to, right? So having this reflection period right at the beginning of the phase so that you can decide which direction you want to launch yourself in should just slow you down a little bit. You don't need to launch into action right away, but there will be a lot of inspiration surrounding you. Now, another thing to consider is that Neptune, the planet of illusions, is going to be very active under this new moon. So this just means that your inspiration and your insight may be sort of beyond a veil of confusion or of distortion. So the key here is, instead of looking for external validation or for letting the inspiration sort of carry you away, which I know is great and fun, and you're totally entitled to do that, but I feel like the way in which you can optimize your energy and your time during this phase and really utilize and harness the energy of this new moon in a way that is most conducive to your success and to your growth is to really focus on taking the time to connect with yourself and align both the physical and non-physical parts of you, right? So Gemini, the twins, one represents the mortal physical version of a person or the side of things, and the other, the immortal, the non-physical, right? And so that's ultimately what it means, right? To get into alignment is to align our physical selves with the non-physical, with the infinite, with the divine, by taking the time to connect with ourselves. Not only is, Neptune stirring shit up, but our world today is so distracting, right? And we really do need to take that time regularly to make sure that we are behaving in a way that is in alignment with our true selves, for sure, but that is deliberate, right? That is coming from within us and not as, as being influenced, especially if you're on social media a lot, if you consume a lot of media, even if it's just for work, it does have its effect, right? All of this information flooded towards us and all of the people that we surround ourselves with, it can create a distortion in our energy. And I feel like Neptune's presence is going to amplify that, right? So I feel like just at the very basis of the guidance that I want to give you here is to clear the slate. And we're going to be doing that here today. So congratulations for being here. And, something that I really want to talk about today, just, have a little chat, is trusting your inner authority. Okay, because something that I see a lot in my line of work is this tendency to look outside of ourselves for guidance on what to do next, to get the opinions and the insights of others, to get the advice of others, to look at what everyone else is doing, sort of as obviously a protection mechanism, for sure, at the basis of it, to, not embarrass ourselves or whatever. It comes from a protection mechanism, but then we kind of fall into this pattern of not doing anything that is sourced from within us or that comes from our inner authority, and always just being in this feedback loop of what should I be doing? And then I'm doing this, and then what should I, never really taking the time to make those decisions from the soul. So I want to just I just want us to bring a little awareness around this phenomenon, right? Because like I said, we have all of this information coming towards us. We surround ourselves with people that we care about what they think, right? And it can be really easy to fall into the trap of constantly looking for that external validation. I'm not saying that getting feedback is a bad thing or that it's not important, but I do think that if we're falling into a pattern of putting that feedback above our own intuition, that's where we get into a little bit of some murky territory, right? And when we're operating in fear, this pattern usually gets emphasized, right? And it becomes difficult to trust ourselves. And self-trust is so important to cultivate and be aware of, and it's very, very connected with our vision of ourselves, our perspective of ourselves, our ability to see our self-worth, to have confidence in the world. So all of this is all woven together. And then your self-confidence, your level of self-worth is then going to impact your ability to manifest, your ability to heal, your ability to be at peace and actually do the things that you need to do to get where you want to be. The solution ultimately is to really take that time to connect with yourself, to soothe your energy, and to manage your energy. So let's say you're going back and forth on a decision or on a certain situation, or you're like stuck between two options, or you're not even sure what you want to do, what you want to decide about a certain situation that could be bothering you. It can be easy to get paralyzed and then want to ask everyone around us for their opinion, but that really undermines your own ability to take care of yourself, to trust yourself. So while I'm not saying that you should never ask for anyone's opinion or infuse other people's energy into your situation, I'm telling you, just don't invite everyone into your decision-making process, for sure. Be really selective about who you go to for feedback or for insight, and then be really careful about how much importance and weight you give to that feedback and that opinion, right? So yes, of course, talk to like 1/2 maximum people that you trust, that are smart, that, you know, are really good at giving advice. Hear what they have to say, but then it really is up to you to curate your vibe, right? So to align those two parts of yourself, physical, non-physical, align with your intuition so that you can make the decision that serves your highest and greatest good, which will always in turn serve the highest and greatest good of the people involved. Always. You are your own guru. Trust yourself. You know what to do. You already know what to do. So stop giving your power away and just tap into the infinite wisdom and knowledge of your soul and of your heart. You know what to do. So trust yourself. Stop giving your power away. This is the message that has been wanting to come through for this new moon. So remember that you are not alone. Remember that you have divine intelligence that courses through you, and you can tap into that whenever you want to and whenever you need to. You really just need to create the conditions so that you can tap into that calm, wise voice within you, your intuition, you know, soothe your nervous system, do some breath work, release tension, do yoga, do the things that you know help you relax enough so that you can hear that voice, and then give yourself the time to listen and receive the guidance and connect with yourself, right? Something that's really useful for me when I'm feeling like I need to make these decisions, I have all of these things going on, I have all of these like anxiety-inducing situations kind of swirling around me. What I'll do is I'll sit down with my journal, I'll just brain dump. I'll just write out everything that's floating around in my head, because the thing is, you get all of these thoughts bouncing around your head, and it's hard to make sense of them, and they create tension. That bouncing around, that constantly thinking about something, constantly ruminating, creates more tension and creates more anxiety. But if you can get them out on paper, it's so cathartic. And then it's also scientifically proven that when you see your thoughts written out, it just becomes so much easier to make sense of them and to make a decision and to see the way forward. It's like it unlocks your intuition for sure, and it kind of gives you a third person perspective on the situation. It helps create a little bit of distance, and it's just so incredibly powerful. So brain dump, you know, and I like to do my brain dump, and then I'll meditate, because it sort of, the brain dump removes the noise that is and the tension that's bouncing around my head, and then I can meditate and sort of tap in and go within and find that wisdom there. And then there's so many different exercises to activate your intuition, to hear your intuition a little bit better. It's something that I teach my one-on-one clients and my Reiki program, the program that I'm running now, the Unf-withable Witch. So yeah, we're gonna dive into a little bit of that today as well. So get yourself nice and comfy. We are gonna head into the ritual. We are going to, first of all, clear the energy with a counterclockwise clapping circle. You can ground your energy now. Just take a little moment right now that we've cleared the energy. Feel your energy dropping down, settling into the present moment. You might feel your root chakra activate. You might feel your roots sprouting from that root chakra, wrapping around your pelvis, going down through your legs, through the soles of your feet, and rushing rapidly to the core of the earth, wrapping around the core of the earth, tethering you. So feel this pull downwards, and know that you can use this root system to dump out any tensions, just like a good brain dump would do. Just release anything off the surface that's distracting you. Allowing yourself to arrive now to this present moment, and then grab the index finger of your dominant hand and draw a clockwise circle of protection that creates this cylinder, this energetic cylinder that protects you in all directions of space and time. So breathing, feeling yourself protected and grounded. And we'll take the moment now to light our candle to represent the beginning of this ritual, this official start of this ritual, and then place your candle far enough away so that you don't accidentally blow it out. You might want to gaze for a few moments into the flame. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Breathing very deeply now, you can place a hand on your heart. And take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Now ask your heart to open wide for this ritual so that it may guide you. Ask it what it needs and what it wants. Really connect with this heart center. Swim in the deep waters of your heart chakra, connecting deeply with yourself. And in these profound depths of your heart chakra, set your intention for how you want to feel. What vibe you want to embody in this new phase. So just breathe and set this intention. What are you calling in this new phase? And then consider all that you're ready to release. Breathing very deeply, knowing that as you ask and intend, it is done. Sent out into the ethers and taken care of. So just relax as you breathe slowly and deeply, exhaling with a full sigh, soothing your nervous system, releasing tensions, letting it all melt away. You may want to take a moment to strengthen the protective shield all around you and strengthen your root system beneath you, using it to clear your entire body and energetic field, trusting Mother Earth to transmute all that energy into something beautiful. And feel as any stagnant energy, any emotions and energies of others, all the tension and fear and doubts, any toxins that have built up, are being pulled from your being now. And as this purification process takes place, keep breathing deeply, breathing in peace and healing and protection straight to your heart. And breathing out from your heart. enveloping the earth, sending love and peace and healing and protection to all the souls that need it now. Continue to breathe deeply, but you can put your hands back down into your lap. And know that if there's any situation right now in your life that's troubling you, that's stressing you out, something you might have a hard time letting go or figuring out or deciding what to do about, choose a perspective now that allows you to take your power back. Choose a new belief about yourself and about the situation that reminds you that you're in control, that you get to choose the story that most serves your success, confidence, abundance, and most of all, peace. Your needs and desires are important and always met. You are safe and protected in all directions of time and space. And your life gets to be easy and just the way you want it to be. You are strong, capable of anything you set your mind to, and supported and guided by an entire team of spirit guides. Open your heart to these truths. Let them integrate into your being now. And revisit that situation from a third-person point of view, knowing that you have the power and you get to decide. And open yourself to the guidance that floods through. Releasing the stress and tension of this situation and knowing that solutions are here now for you. And the shift you are experiencing in perspective now is the miracle. Breathing deeply now. See yourself before a light code activation waterfall. A massive waterfall of powerful solar and lunar activation elixir. This waterfall not only holds the undiluted power of both the sun and the moon in Gemini, but of the earth and all its elements. When you're ready, step to stand below this powerful rushing current and make these declarations with me, and trust that as you hear them, they are fully activated within you. Deep cleansing breath now. I now activate the full range and power of my psychic spiritual abilities. I now allow the complete opening of my third eye. I now rise above the Maya, the energy distortion of planet Earth, and any distortion coming from the cosmos. I now raise the vibration of my entire being and multiply it by 1,000,000. I now activate all healing and regeneration light codes and genes within my body. I now give full permission to my body to detoxify on all levels. I now amplify my manifestation abilities and magnetism to their maximum potency. I now release all limiting beliefs and unfounded fears that hold me back. I now rewrite all the stories in my mind that do not match with my success, confidence, peace, and abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. With this newfound activation, let us connect with our soul desires. So what are your intentions? What are you calling in over the next 2 weeks. Pick something right now to focus on, be it financial success, increased health, romantic partnership, more confidence, more fun, a new place to live, a new car. It could be something simple or complex, but pick one thing. And you could even just choose a magnetic vibe that you want to embody. So just visualize and feel yourself living in this new reality. Who are you in this reality? What do you do? How do you carry yourself? You're having fun, you're confident, you're at peace, you're satisfied, you're joyful. Really bask in this feeling. Let the emotions of it rise to the surface. And an important piece of this manifestation process is to let it go. So once you've visualized it, once you've felt all the emotions of it, and if you choose to write down your intentions later and place it on your altar or somewhere safe, just let it go. Don't fixate on it. You might want to sometimes infuse it with some good juju, but what's important is to detach from the outcome. Just trust that your manifestations are here now. Mother Earth and the universe are conspiring with you right now. And so it is. So take some final cleansing breaths now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and return to waking life. You can bring gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. And if you are fully participating in this ritual, I do recommend writing out your intentions in your journal or writing them on a piece of paper. And if you do write them on a piece of paper and it's something that you want to manifest, you would fold the piece of paper towards you and then turn it clockwise and then fold it towards you again until you folded it as many times as you want to. And if you do want to do like a little releasing ritual as well, like I had you visualize at the beginning what you wanted to manifest and what you wanted to release, you can write out a list of what you would like to release, and with that piece of paper you would fold it away from you and turn it counterclockwise, fold it away from you and then turn it again counterclockwise. And then you can leave these pieces of paper on your altar or somewhere safe. And like I said, then just let them go, you know, and you can place a crystal on them. You can, again, place them somewhere that you'll see them, that you can just, you know, shoot a little good juju into those intentions. But try to detach from the outcome, because that is really key, right? You don't want to have a death grip on what you want to have happen, because that will just imply that you don't trust yourself, you don't trust the universe. And again, this theme of self-trust is big right now with this new moon in Gemini. So it's about letting go of what anyone else is thinking, letting go of any pressure, letting go of any need to rush, and just surrendering. And I know that it is not an easy task when we so desperately want something, but I promise you, by doing the work on your nervous system, by soothing yourself and relaxing and letting yourself flow with life, I promise you, you let the universe do its part and bring you something better than you could have ever imagined. And you need to trust that that is actually what will happen, okay? So Thank you so much for being here. If you want to continue the ritual, like I said, write down your intentions, keep your candle lit, and then when you feel complete, just pinch the wick or flick some water on it. Don't blow it out. And of course, if you enjoyed this ritual, definitely let me know in the comments. I want to hear about your experience. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe so that you don't miss future rituals and meditations that come out every week. And I just want to thank you for hanging out today. I'm sending you so much love and healing, and I wish you a most magical new moon in Gemini.